Hey folks, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. Alrighty, so I just woke up because, oh man, I have had a very unusual day, and I will talk about it in this video. Nothing secret, nothing disparaging, just me, the weather, and my Nook. Alright, so this is actually day 3 of me owning my brand new tiny Nook. Okay, so I have learned something very interesting that I think applies to all electronics, and I will get into that in a second. But this morning I woke up at my usual 3 a.m. that I am not exactly a fan of waking up to. And, I'm supposed to be there at like 5:30. I get there, the lights are on, nobody's home, there's nobody there except for this weird guy in a white vehicle. And I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for the manager to show up. I check my phone, and there's a message from like before I left. It said, "Oh yeah, I am not coming in." And I'm like, okay. So I was out there for nearly 2 hours, and somebody finally came by that had a key, let me in, and I was finally able to do what I am, supposed to do. So I'm like, really? Like, really? So, yeah. But while I was busy waiting on someone to finally come, I decided to read on my Nook. And I discovered that just like with all kinds of devices, if you have your device out in the cold weather, it is going to freeze on you. Well, my Nook froze on me. It would not turn off. It was, no. So I managed to, basically what happened was I had inadvertently forced it to shut down. And then what happened was I put it in my bag, and finally when someone showed up, I was let in. I gave my Nook a while to warm up, and I was able to finally shut it down. So, piece of advice to people with e-readers: do not turn your e-reader on when it is extremely cold outside, because the system will freeze. Though I will say this, I just might be, the fact is that it was just its day to do that. But I'm kind of wondering if this is the same thing for Kindles and all that. I'm probably going to guess yes, it is. It is the same thing for Kindles. Anyways, don't worry, my Nook is still 100% working, so I'm very happy about it. But I will be keeping it in my bag instead of trying to turn it on. All right, so while I was waiting on my manager to show up to let me in, or anyone let me in, I read 4 chapters of So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison, and I'm going to say this, okay? The author makes it quite clear in the book that these women have money. These women come from money. They come from wealth. And they go to this luxury resort like it's a posh place. And they're staying in this cabin and everything. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the book and everything. We're having a lot of fun with it. Then I read, this was later on today, but I did read The Ghost of Morrow House. I don't know what chapter I'm on. And I started reading a book called The 12 Crimes of Christmas. These are 12 stories. I'm going to read them one every day. But you're supposed to pick up on clues to help you solve the mystery, solve the murder. So I I'm just like, okay, okay. The chapters, I will say right off the bat, are long. They are long. So so none of them you can read in like one setting. So when I get home from work, um, when I get home from work is when I will read a chapter. Now, I went and I got the book, the so I can find my freaking glasses. Okay, never mind. So I got several like new books, like The 12 Crimes of Christmas. I also got Morgan Rice Epic Fantasy Bundle. I also got a Cupcakes and Murder pack. Vampire's Rise, that one was free. And I got The Unworthy. Now, so yeah, The Unworthy was um, a book that I got for my birthday. I also got the Christmas one that came out this year, the Ghost of Moral House. This was I believe number 37, I think. Let's see here. This is part of the Haunting Danielle series. Yeah, there's 37 in it. 38 comes out next. Next month. Not next month. Next year. There's The Ghost of Christmas Magic, number 37. So yeah, so I got that one as well. When I'm done with So Thirsty, I will start on that book. So, yeah, here. And there's a total of okay. It's a total of 34 chapters. So I got about 29 more chapters to go. So, very happy about that. I will be reading like, when I wake up, I'm going to, of course, read my usual books. But then, I will start reading. I'll read, tomorrow I'll read chapters like 5 through 10 and everything. But anyways, getting back to it. So, my third day with this device, having that issue, which is, like I said before, most likely what all devices have issues with. I'm actually going to see if that is what happens with a Kindle, just to see if that is what happens with a Kindle. But I'm just going to take it that it was a cold versus battery thing, or cold versus device thing, and not a, oh, this is going to be a problem with the device from here on out. But yeah. So anyways, other than that, I absolutely love it. I showed my GM the device. She saw my questionable stickers. But yeah, I told her, I said this was $145, and it definitely was worth the money. Oh yes, I got an email from Barnes & Noble stating that they were canceling my order because I had not paid it. I was like, I kind of did. So yeah. But they had a free book, like they have a free reading weekend. So like they will choose a book and they will, allow you to buy it or acquire it. And it was a Christmas romance with a cowboy and everything from Harlequin. I was like, no. I don't always get every single free book that comes out. I just don't. I don't. Anyways, so right now my battery is at 44%. I'm probably going to have to recharge this Sunday, which I'm fine with because I don't have to work. But other than that, absolutely am enjoying the device. Alright, so that is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be reading the Winter Visitor, and then I will finish it off with the last couple chapters of Book Mail, and that should be it. I should be totally done with that book and then ready to move on to the next book. Alrighty, so I will see you guys around until next time. Be well. Bye.